love Manchester by the Sea, but it also pisses me off. So like, I'm probably gonna talk about the stuff that pisses me off first, and then go into what I like about it. But basically, he's a janitor, plumber, whatever, guess handyman in general, for an apartment complex. And mind you, it's winter, so pipes are freezing and everything. So an old man's like, first person he goes to is like an old man. He asks for recommendations of what to do, of how to fix his sink or whatever. And Lee gives those recommendations, but then old man's like, okay, I can do this, but which one's cheaper? This, and this. And then he's like, okay, well, can I get the professional? It's like, you asked for his opinion, and now you want a fucking professional. Like, if you want a professional, say that off the bat, you know? And then he goes into a lady's apartment, and her roofs or her floor's flooded, and she's playing victim, saying, "Oh, it can't be me. Why is it always me?" And he's like, "Well, if your roof was flooded, if it was your neighbor's, your roof would be flooded, but your floor's flooded, so it's obviously you." And then she starts yelling at him, saying, "Fucking," to telling him to leave her apartment complex because he asked her to run the shower, and she's like, "Oh, so you want me to take a shower with you in here?" Like, bitch, she didn't say that at all. He just asked you to run the damn shower, and now you're yelling at him to leave, but you're blocking the fucking doorway so he can't fucking leave. So you're getting more pissed because he can't leave, but he can't leave. So make that make sense. So it's like, what the fuck? But yeah, that's, again, within first 10 minutes of the movie, give or take. Then, he's in the hospital with his brother who's dying of congestive heart failure. And, a lot of people, if they're on the deathbed like that, they're going to be making morbid jokes. And so, like, his ex-wife or one of their wives is like, "Oh, don't be making jokes like that. What the fuck?" Like, saying, like, playing victim. And then she's like, "Oh, well, if I'm going to be the bad guy here, I'm just going to leave." Bitch, you are the bad guy. You're being a little bitch. You're ruining the damn vibe. I mean, given it's a hospital, you're probably going to die, which he does. But, like, really? Fucking hell, man. Shut the fuck up. But anyways, and then towards the end of the movie, Patrick, which is the child, like, he's 17, but I guess still child, or he might be 16, I don't remember. But anyways, he goes to visit his mom's place, who used to be an alcoholic, which is why he had divorced, which is why Joe, the guy who died, had divorced her or whatever. There was a whole thing with them. I don't remember. It didn't really go into detail on that. And he's visiting. They're having dinner. She's like, "Oh, you don't have to be so formal. You can be. You don't have to be as formal. You don't have to be so have whatever. You can just be whatever." And it's like he's like, "I'm not being that way." And like Sandy, or at least I can't remember which one's which, is being so fucking passive aggressive, saying, "You don't have to do this," or "You don't have to be this way. I don't mind." Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Then they're praying, and like Patrick whispers amen because he's not religious. Cool, whatever. And then fucking, and then she's like, "You don't have to. You can say amen, bitch." He's not everyone's religious in that case. Like, you having to be religious about everything. Like, genuinely, shut the fuck up and eat your damn food. Jesus Christ. But now I'm gonna get into the good stuff. Things I really like about it is that it really shows, like, I guess what happens when someone's dead. Like, Lee, the main character, is what's it called? Depressed. He's monotonous, however the fuck you say it. He does not say anything too much, but it's like you can understand like what he's going through, why he doesn't say anything. Like, nothing is said at all, or at least not much. He gets into fights at bars all the time, which, I get that. You're pissed off because your brother died. You have to figure out all the shit with the funeral. You gotta figure out how the fuck you're gonna do what with the body and whatnot, because it's winter, so you can't. And they want to bury him in like a historical grave, so like they can't use heated shovels or anything. So the ground's frozen. You're stressing trying to figure that shit out and whatnot, and then fucking your nephew is thrown onto you out of the blue because your brother died, and mind you, Lee also ended up killing his kids in a house fire because he forgot to put the grate on the fireplace, and it's like, and during that scene, whenever he did that, he ends up trying to take his life at the police office because they're like, Well, it's not a charge. It's not a crime to leave the house, the grate off your fireplace or whatever. And like, it is such a raw and good movie about like what happens because like he wants to leave, but now he has to take care of what's his name? Fuck, Patrick. But he doesn't want to because he killed his family. You know, and like the only person living is his ex-wife, and like he's like, and basically, I guess the story got around the city quick and in a hurry because like everybody's like, "Oh, you're Lee Chandler." They don't go into details, but they know what he did, and it's like genuinely, shut the fuck up. That's why he doesn't talk to anyone, because you know y'all can't like. I get that's what happened, but like, damn. But yeah, he's monotone. However the fuck you say it, basically monotone all the damn time. Really, like he doesn't say anything. He's quiet, reserved, and the few times he does say something, like he does talk to someone, it's usually when they're like whenever he's about to yell at someone. Or there's also a scene where Patrick is opening the freezer and has a fucking panic attack because of what's it called? Fuck. He has a panic attack because his basically his meat falls out of the freezer, which it's whatever. But also his dad is in the freezer dead, like because they can't bury him. So he has a panic attack because he's like, I don't want to deal with associating the freezer with his dead dad because, and like I get that. Like the grieving is done. I feel like honestly, at the end of the day, while it is a good movie and it shows that side of what's going on, in my opinion, it feels like you're invading on Lee's life. Cause like, usually you wouldn't be aware of that kind of shit with people. You wouldn't know what's going on. I feel like most movies are like that, but this one really does it in a way where it's like there's so much invasion where it's like or so much shit that's going on in his life and everything where it's like it doesn't fuck. I don't know how to explain it. But like honestly, I recommend to go give it a watch. Even if you have to take a long break from it.